Hi guys, my latest addition to my solar rockers, the see if I get the name right, Maneki Neko, is going to be a problem. Now, he's already been a problem because as soon as I want to film him, he shuts up, but he gets very noisy. Now, at the moment, it's dull grey out there, but there's obviously enough sunlight for, or at least enough ambient light for all of these to be rocking. But if I show you a bit of extra light, come on boy, you can do it. Yeah, and unfortunately that will be unacceptable to Nanny, that much noise. So I'm going to take it apart and see if there's anything I can do to reduce the knocking noise. While we're at it, I mean obviously that one's based on the same idea, although it's a dog. That one came from Poundland a long time ago. Well, I say a long time, a year or two ago. And then I've got two battery operated ones upstairs. Anyway, I digress. We're going to take this, see if we can take this one apart and see if there's anything I can adjust so there's less chance of him making that noise when he's going full tilt. Well, you might be able to hear him in the background there. I'm just setting up the table. But he's, let's just loosen this camera off a bit. He's over there making his noise. So we'll bring him over. I can see that he's got 3 screw holes on the back, 1, 2, 3. There is of course no guarantee that that will actually make any difference. I'm just trying to lock off the focus at the moment. Focus and light. Right, we'll see if undoing those screws makes any difference. Whether we can get the cover off. The whole thing rocks a little bit. That may be all we need to do, just the way it's sitting. But we'll see what happens if we take the screws out. Probably find that the top is glued to the base anyway, so it makes no difference whether we get these out. No, that's not going to do anything without separating the base. I wonder if the base is going to come apart easily. He has, of course, gone completely quiet now, hasn't he? Let's try him with light again. Yeah. So, will this pop apart? Right, that looks better than undoing those screws. Okay, well, we can see inside anyway. Circuit board, coil, solar panel. And then up under here, magnet. Which just sits in there. Can we? I do get the feeling they might put a spot of glue on there. Yeah, they've put a spot of glue on there. Okay, so the question is, there any adjustment? The whole thing slops backwards and forwards. There doesn't appear to be usually there's a V for the pivot point, but that actually slides quite easily. Yeah, that definitely is glued, both sides. So undoing those screws wouldn't get it apart. I would have to work on the glue. Getting back to the rocking issue, and I could possibly trim a little bit away. Let's think, it's when he's, looks like it's when he's going that way. So I could trim a little bit out the back there, so it can swing a little bit further before it actually makes a knocking noise. I suspect that might be a lost cause. We might have to, because you probably just swing further because we let it swing further. But I think that's the first thing, just try and trim that out a little bit so it can swing a little bit further before it actually makes the knocking noise. I'm surprised that just slides around there. I'll just do a close-up of that. Right, that's what I'm saying. Normally there'd be a V there as a pivot point, but there's nothing. It's just a flat surface, so it can actually slop around. That's unusual. Yeah, anyway, that's what I'll do. I'll trim a little bit front and back just so it can swing a little bit further. I suspect that might actually make it worse because it can swing further and build up more momentum. But we'll find out. Yeah. I don't think there's much we can do about it. The other thing would be put some sort of rubber on there to deaden it a little bit. Right, I do have some neoprene tubing or silicone. Not sure whether it's neoprene or silicone. Don't know if I can cut that just to make a stop for him so he doesn't bash into the front and the back. Maybe if I cut a tiny bit of it and glue it at the back there. Just temporarily put it there. See if that makes any difference. Ooh. That might do it. Giving it a rubber stop. Yeah, that might have cracked it. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll glue that bit of tubing. So it's either silicone or neoprene. I'll glue it just there, so it gives it a stop to bang up against. I'll try a bit of super glue there. I've no idea whether super glue will actually glue that. We'll find out, won't we? Right, so we've now got a rubber backstop. You can just hear him, but nothing like as loud as it was. Yeah, I'm going to claim that as a success for now. Might have to do an update on a sunny day. But that does seem to have shut him up. So I'll put those screws back in that were a waste of time taking out. But we now know how to take it apart if we need to. So say there's no brand name on there, so I've no idea where it's come from originally. And we're giving him a little bit of tubing to shut him up. That'll do. I did say I'd got some more, so I've just gone and got them down from upstairs. So these two are battery operated, and they've got flat batteries as it happens. I can give them a little swing so you can see how they would operate. Now obviously this one is the one I just showed you, Poundland, from a few years back. That one is not a Maneki Neko, it's a Halloween one. And that dog is obviously based on the same principle, but not the same thing. And I've just remembered, this one had the same problem as that one. It gets too noisy. Just put batteries in them. Probably hear this one is the one that's making the noise. It's not the same noise though, it's not at the end of the stop, it's actually the rolling mechanism or the rocking mechanism that's making a noise. Well, I've just manoeuvred his arm around a little bit. And I was going to say, I think I'd cured it, but I can hear that noise starting again. Yes, when it builds up speed. The way I've cured it upstairs is he sits on a metal lid, and the metal lid attracts the magnet and reduces the swing, so he doesn't get swinging so far. So that's an external fix. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, check down below in the video description. If you like this video, you might like this one up here. And if you want to subscribe, you can check out my channel over here. Up here is my latest video on my channel, and down here is a video playlist associated with the video you've just watched. Thanks again for watching.